Very good. Self-programmed death. Programmed. It is programmed. Okay.
At the end, macrophage will eat the cell.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Yes. So, you have understood what is necrosis. In the previous class, all of you have studied what is necrosis. Today, we will tell what is apoptosis. Apoptosis in Latin means free fall. Free fall. Apop. Free. Tosis. Fall. Apoptosis means free fall. It is like the fall of a leaf from the tree. Once the leaf gets old, it will shred. Okay. So apoptosis means free fall, and the DNA or proteins are damaged beyond repair, and the cell kills itself by a process called as apoptosis, which is characterized by nuclear dissolution, fragmentation of
Doctor, we can't hear you.
hello. You have to re-enter. Okay.
8 4 0 3 4 8.
All re-entered? Khalid Al-Khatani. Yes. So apoptosis means damage beyond repair of DNA or proteins involving cell death characterized by nuclear dissolution, fragmentation of cell without complete loss of cell membrane. Okay. So this is an individual process. As the cell gets older, the cell will kill itself. Okay. They say after repeated 10 mitosis, a cell undergoes self-death after 10 mitosis. Whereas in permanent cells, like the cells of the nervous system, brain, apoptosis is rare. Apoptosis is rare, and we do not find apoptosis that often in brain cells, permanent cells, bone cells. But skin, gastrointestinal tract, bone marrow, the labile cells will undergo apoptosis often. Every day there are millions of cells which undergo apoptosis.
Doctor,
Yes?
the DNA or the protein should be damaged, or it can be
Yes, DNA and protein, both should be damaged. Both will be damaged. The DNA means the deoxyribonucleic acid, which is the nucleic acid present within the nucleus. The nucleus is the main. The nucleus undergoes fragmentation and proteins are damaged in self-death. Even in necrosis, this happens, but necrosis happens, it happens due to a pathological process.
So
But
can it go through apoptosis after a specific number of mitosis division?
Yes, yes, yes. Repeated mitosis, repeated after 10, 15 mitosis, the cell undergoes apoptosis. Okay? It has finished its lifetime, it has finished its work, it will tend to die on its own. It is not killing by any external influence. But it is regulated by the genes. It is regulated by the genetic material within the cell. Within the cell, the genetic material itself will signal when to undergo apoptosis. Okay? When apoptosis is lost, the cell will undergo irreparable proliferation.
So there is a
Normal
possibility
proliferation.
that there is no cell injury.
Yes, without cell injury. And when apoptosis is lost or anti-apoptotic genes are damaged in the body, the cell undergoes abnormal proliferation, and this is called cancer. You know that? So apoptosis is very important. It is physiological and pathological, both physiological and pathological apoptosis. So cell membrane does not rupture in apoptosis. The cell contents are not released. So no inflammation. No inflammation occurs. The membrane is altered and becomes target for phagocytosis. The membrane is not ruptured, but it gets altered such that the phagocytes will recognize the dead cell and they will engulf the dead cell. This is what happens. Physiologic, normal phenomenon that serves to eliminate cells and various populations in tissues. Pathologic, eliminate cells like radiation, radiation necrosis, ultraviolet radiation, X-ray radiation, gamma radiation, all they can genetically alter or injure the DNA, injure the proteins of the cell, and thereby leading to severe post-reaction. This is pathologic apoptosis. Pathologic apoptosis. Okay? But not necrosis. You must understand. Here you see physiologic. Physiologic, the tadpole, the tail is lost. As the tadpole grows into a frog, the tail is lost. This is physiologic. Here you see this conjoint or conjoint dactyly. Syndactyly, we call syndactyly. It's a failure of apoptosis here. It's a failure of apoptosis. Both have grown into a single finger. Later, the length of the fingers, the length of the toes, the length of the nail bed, the length of the toe is also a process of physiologic apoptosis. Physiologic. You see here, human. Human, when it is grown, the fetus is a zygote. From the zygotic stage, it grows into an adult or adult-like picture of the fetus. This process is also programmed destruction of cells during embryogenesis. During embryogenesis, there is programmed destruction which leads to formation. Loss of apoptosis during this will give rise to all sorts of problems like this: syndactyly, polydactyly, excess fingers. You will have seen people with 6 fingers, 7 fingers. This is also failure of apoptosis. Failure of apoptosis. Okay. Physiologic programmed destruction of cells during embryogenesis. Involution of hormone-dependent tissues upon hormone deprivation. Hormone-dependent, which can be hormone-dependent, like the endometrium, like the uterus, like the breast. So once the hormone is deprived, the cells will undergo regression, involution, hormonal. And cell loss in proliferative cell populations. Cell loss, excessive proliferation, the body knows to control. Okay? And this is also brought out by physiologic apoptosis. Elimination of potentially harmful self-reactive lymphocytes. Classical example is self-reactive lymphocytes are eliminated from the body. These are cytotoxic T cells, cell death induced by cytotoxic T lymphocytes. These are periodically eliminated. If the population of cytotoxic T cell increases, they will damage the other cells. Yes, other lymphoid cells. So immunity eliminates dangerous cells, self-antigen recognizing cells, and resting lymphocytes attach to the antigen in cases of infection and undergo apoptosis. These are the cytotoxic T cells will undergo. That is example recovery. When during recovery, the cytotoxic T cells will lose their population. They will attach to the antigen, kill the antigen, and die. This is self-death. Self-death. They are made for that. They are the soldiers within the body who try to attack the antigen, that is infection, and suppress the infection. During this process, they will kill themselves. They will kill themselves and recovery of the patient occurs. So this is a classical example of immunity eliminating dangerous cells. Physiologic apoptosis. Programmed destruction of cells during embryogenesis. Involution of hormone-dependent tissues upon hormone deprivation. Cell loss in proliferating cell population. Elimination of potentially harmful self-reactive lymphocytes. That's what I explained to you. And cell death induced cytotoxic T lymphocytes. Physiologic example of apoptosis. Pathologic DNA damage, accumulation of misfolded protein. It can be due to heat, thermal injury. It can be due to radiation injury. It can be due to genetic abnormality, genetic damage, genetic mutations, DNA damage, accumulation of misfolded protein, cell injury in certain infections, and pathologic atrophy in parenchymal organs after duct obstruction. Pathologic atrophy due to external duct obstruction, as far as we see in certain in the breast, obstruction of the breast will lead to cessation of milk secretion. Obstruction to the bile duct, obstruction to the gallbladder. All these things will cause atrophy. Pathologic atrophy means lack of growth in the parenchymatous organs. This is pathologic apoptosis. Morphology of apoptosis, whether physiologic or pathologic, the morphology is same. Normal cell first will undergo cell shrinkage. The cell shrinks. The nucleus condenses. Nuclear condensation. Next, cell membrane blebbing. The cell membrane will develop vesicles or blebs, membrane blebs, and fragmentation of the whole cell. And these fragmented bodies are called apoptotic bodies. Apoptotic bodies. Cell fragmentation is an important process. And next is phagocytosis. These blebs will contain certain materials over them which the macrophage will get attracted to, and the macrophage will engulf these apoptotic bodies, and it is called as a phagosome or phagocyte. Phagocytosis of apoptotic cells. So apoptosis results from activation of enzymes called as caspase. Caspase. Okay? Cysteine aspartic acid specific protease. It is called caspase in short. Cysteine, aspartic acid, they all contain aspartic acid and specific proteases. Aspartic acid containing specific proteases are nothing but caspases. And these caspases will cause fragmentation of the cell. Two mechanisms are known, intrinsic and extrinsic mechanism. Intrinsic occurs in the mitochondria. Extrinsic, it occurs over the external surface or acted by the external stimulus. Acted by the external stimulus are called as the death receptor over the cell. Death receptor. So mitochondrial intrinsic pathway, the growth factor withdrawal. Intrinsic pathway will be elicited or stimulated by growth factor withdrawal. Major thing is hormone. If the hormone secretion stops, growth hormone secretion stops, the growth subsides. Yes. DNA damage by radiation, toxins, free radicals, okay? Misfolding of proteins, endoplasmic reticular stress, endoplasmic reticulum stress, protein misfolding. Protein misfolding occurs in certain radiations, gamma radiation, mobile using, plenty of mobile using, yes, X-ray radiation to the growing fetus within the womb will cause irreparable misfolded proteins. Yes, these misfolded proteins, BCL2 family, BAX and BAC gene, BAX and BAC. These two genes are stimulated, and this occurs within the mitochondria. So this is called as intrinsic pathway. Intrinsic pathway. The cytochrome C oxidase of the mitochondria and other pro-apoptotic proteins initiate caspases. Initiate release of caspase, and these caspases are nothing but cysteine containing aspartic acid, cysteine linked aspartic acid, specific proteases. Protease means it breaks down proteins, protease. And executioner caspases will damage endonuclease activation and break down cytoskeleton. Actin, myosin, filaments, intertubular filaments, all are broken down by these caspases. And the caspases themselves are endonuclease activation. These endonucleases will break down the nuclei and leading to nuclear fragmentation. The nuclear fragments along with the cytoskeleton or the cytoplasm will form a surface protrusion called as cytoplasmic bleb, or this is called as apoptotic body. Apoptotic body. And this body is released out of the cell. This is recognized by the phagocytes. And these phagocytes attach to receptors which are present over the apoptotic body called as ligands. Ligand. Ligand means one which binds one which binds. Ligature, ligand. So this will cause binding of apoptotic body to macrophages or phagocytes, and the phagocytes will attach. The extrinsic pathway is elicited by receptor ligand interactions or the death cell receptor, FAS or TNF receptor. TNF stands for tumor necrosis factor. The tumor necrosis factor, as the name indicates, sticks out of the cell as a receptor, and this receptor is sensed by extrinsic pathway death receptors due to bacterial toxins, venom, poisons, even protein of bacteria will sense this and attach to the cells, and there they will activate the proteins, initiate the caspases, and the process of phagosomes or apoptotic bodies are formed. Apoptotic bodies are recognized by the phagocytes, and the process of phagocytosis occurs and cell death occurs or apoptosis occurs. Variable cell survival signal is a growth factor. So lack of growth factor receptors or growth factor synthesis will trigger production of anti-apoptotic proteins. Cytoplasmic cytochrome C oxidase, no leakage of cytochrome C will lead to cell survival. Whereas in apoptosis, irradiation, lack of survival signals, DNA damage, misfolded proteins activate sensors. Activation of sensors will cause antagonism of BCL2, activation of backs and back channels, leading to leakage of cytochrome C oxidase and other proteins, activation of caspases, leading to cell death or apoptosis. So this is the picture between a viable cell and apoptotic cell. Mitochondrial intrinsic pathway is often triggered by all these signals of irradiation, lack of survival signals, lack of growth hormone. So when cells are deprived of growth factors and other survival signals, are exposed to agents that damage the DNA, and these will accumulate, and when the accumulation occurs due to large amounts of misfolded proteins, the caspases are triggered. A number of sensors are activated. These sensors are members of the BCL2 family, and activation of two pro-apoptotic members, that is BAX and BAC. BAX and BAC are anti-apoptotic genes. They prevent apoptosis. They will try to make the cell survive in normal health, and which de-dimerize, insert into the mitochondrial membrane and form channels. BAX and BAC gene. BAX and BAC are two anti-apoptotic genes present within the surviving normal cell. Okay? Cytochrome C and other proteins escape into the cytosol. Whenever there is damage to BAX and BAC proteins, the cytochrome C oxidase, the oxidative enzyme of mitochondria. Mitochondria is the energy house. If there is release of ATP, only the cell will work. If there is no energy, the cell will die. The cytochrome C released, escaped into the cytosol. Cytochrome C, together with some cofactors, activates caspase 9. Whence the activation of caspase 9 occurs? It is a group of 9 enzymes. Caspase is a group of 9 enzymes. And this, the net result is active and caspases will lead to nuclear fragmentation and breakdown of cytoskeleton. This is the whole process of apoptosis. These are the steps of apoptosis. So the intracellular changes which occur, intrinsic pathway of apoptosis, if they ask, you have to write these steps. Okay, of them, the yellow steps, the yellow regions are very important, very important. If you remember these two, you can finish. And the red indicates final breakdown of cytoskeleton. This is nothing but apoptosis. So mitochondrial pathway, death cell receptors, these are the two pathways, intrinsic and extrinsic, and this is the explanation. So death receptors, FAS and tumor necrosis factor are present over the outer receptors of the cell, and they attach to the death domains, Fas ligand and tumor necrosis factor. So procaspase 8, which is inactive, gets activated. Procaspase 8 gets activated. Pro-execution caspase, inactive form, will release caspases, execution of caspase from the mitochondria, leading to cell death, So Fas and tumor necrosis factor receptors are
Excuse me.
integral membrane proteins.
May you repeat the previous slide, please?
Yes. Bringing the complementary death activator, that is the Fas ligand, FASL, a Fas ligand and tumor necrosis factor transmission. A signal to the cytoplasm, and within the cytoplasm, activation of caspase 8 occurs. Cascade of caspase activation leads to apoptosis. So mitochondrial pathway, death receptor pathway. This picture, I want all of you to take a printout and paste it over the wall of your reading room, such that you keep seeing, and this is the basis of apoptosis, or even the basis of many of our diseases. Yes. Failure of apoptosis will lead to abnormal proliferation of cells, which is nothing but cancer. Mutations in BAC and BAX gene, BCL2 gene will lead to blood cancer. Blood cancers, yes. BAX and BAC, these are the anti-apoptotic gene. Damage to these genes, mutation in these genes will lead to leukemias, cancers, lymphomas. Many lymphomas have been known. Okay, execution phase of apoptosis. Two initiating pathways converge to cascade and caspase activation. The caspase 9 initiator and death receptor pathway initiator, caspase 8. And enzymatic death program is set in motion by rapid sequential activation of executioner caspases. Executioner caspases are caspase 3 and caspase 6. They act on the cellular components, split an inhibitor of the cytoplasmic DNAs, and DNAs enzymatically active, thereby leading to degradation of structural components in the nucleus and promote fragmentation of nuclei. Okay? The caspase 9 and caspase 8. Caspase 9, intrinsic pathway. Caspase 8, extrinsic pathway. Both will stimulate caspase 3 and caspase 6. Caspase 3 will break down the nucleus. Caspase 6 will break down the intertubular filaments, and they will undergo apoptotic bodies. And these apoptotic bodies are extruded from the cytoplasm, go out into the interstitial space, which are recognized by macrophages. And these macrophages will engulf these apoptotic bodies, phagosomes, and will be killed, digested. So apoptotic pathway, again summary, intrinsic pathway, cytochrome C oxidase, release of caspases leads to cell death. Extrinsic pathway stimulates the death receptors, that is the Fas ligand, and TNF receptors, and enhances the caspases and leads to cell death. So this in gist. So final stage of apoptosis, formation of apoptotic bodies, phagocytic cells remove them by phagolysozymes. So summary, apoptosis is a well-controlled, active, ATP-dependent cellular process. Basic role to maintain cellular homeostasis. That is the internal environment. Apoptosis maintains the internal environment, occurs due to physiologic and pathologic states. Energy consumption is known, limited to few cells at a time, being distinctive morphologically from necrosis, having no release of pro-inflammatory intrinsic initiated by extrinsic and intrinsic stimuli. It's controlled by certain genes, that is the BAC and the BAX genes, and BCL2 group of genes, and enzymes and proteins. Enzymes are caspases. Proteins are the BAC protein, okay, genetic protein. So summary, regulated mechanism of cell death, characterized by enzymatic digestion and protein and DNA digestion, initiated by two major pathways. One is the intrinsic pathway brought about by mitochondria. Another one is the death receptor pathway, which is the extrinsic pathway, and self-reactive T lymphocytes is the classical example of extrinsic pathway. So features of necrosis and apoptosis. Necrosis, the cell size is enlarged. Apoptosis, the cell size is shrunken. Okay. Nucleus, pycnosis, karyorrhexis, karyolysis. Apoptosis, there is only fragmentation of nucleosomes, fragmentation into phagosomes, nucleosomes. Plasma membrane in necrosis is disrupted, whereas apoptosis intact. Cellular contents.
Doctor, your voice is lost.
Is very no in apoptosis, very frequent in necrosis. So physiologic or pathologic, necrosis is always pathologic. Apoptosis is physiologic and sometimes pathologic. Okay, often physiologic, eliminating unwanted cells, apoptosis, and especially DNA damage. And when the DNA damages, it undergoes apoptosis, as in radiation. Okay. So thank you. So these are the references for you. You can take any of these references and read. And meanwhile, I will take your attendance before the time runs out. 1 minute.